All right. 10:30. So we can have a quorum, so we can call the meeting to order. So we do have a quorum, like I said, and thanks, Jen. The third item on the agenda is the public comments. And
once again, we have received none, nor has anyone indicated a desire to speak today. Not to mention, they're not here, whoever they might be.
All right. Moving on to item number 4 for approval of the minutes of the September 22nd meeting. Questions, comments? I'll take a motion if none.
One minor correction
Oh, okay.
on my name.
Oh, sorry, did I?
Mr. Otto to Mr. Ryan.
Sorry.
You're fine.
No, I do that actually more often than you want to know. Mr. Ryan, here we go. I will fix that because we don't want
Just two first line. Two first.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? No. Okay, would that change?
Second.
Okay. Thank you. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion approved. Moving on to item number 5, is another amendment. Jen or Dan or Derek or Ryan, actually in this case. Maybe start with Ryan.
Sure. No, thank you, Ray. This amendment is essentially the same amendment we did last time. Amendment 5. Amendment 6 amends Amendment 5, and then basically it just changes the funding balance. So there were some funding balances needed to adjust for matching D20. So the project cost did not change, and we also amended, gave a new project number to the second phase, which was the railroad to White Oak. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much unchanged.
And that change in the number is why the amendment sub numbers, the 6A through whatever, are not quite in order because we moved the N21075 to the bottom.
Questions or anything you want to add? Questions, comments? Okay, I'll entertain a motion. Jerry, and any seconds?
Second.
Okay. All right. Derek? Yeah. Further comments, questions, discussions? Hearing none, those who are voting in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, motion approved. Moving on to item number 6, transportation projects update. Although my name is on it, I'll start, but then any jurisdictions you want to add any updates on projects that you think is good for the good of the group, please also let us know. Just kind of update on the 2 IDOT grants and federal grants that we have received. And again, appreciate the Fed and IDOT for those grant awards. On the pedestrian and bicycle safety grants, the grant ended end of September. And so we have done some like public engagement activities, went to some events, but more importantly, as a result of that grant, we have a vendor develop videos. There's like 10 short videos, and then one long meetings, like 2-3 minutes, something like.
Justin, you know how long it is? 3 minutes.
3 minutes, and so we'll use different channels to get those out to different groups, school districts or whatnot, and try to publicize those in social media. And we won't be like e-blast those at one time. We're just trying to strategize how to maybe rotate those out, and so the message will be repeated. A safety message will be repeated, but different videos. And so if you have any suggestions how we can or should utilize those videos, please let us know. And that focus is more on the pedestrians and cyclist safety. And so that's what the grant was for. The SPR grant is the other grant in terms of safety messaging, transportation safety messaging. Again, thanks to IDOT. And it's a little bit longer time period, if you recall, for the grant. It's a 3-year grant. So we are it's for public education, heightened public awareness on transportation safety. There are more than videos. There are a lot of different tactics that will be, and tools that will be aiming for in order to get the safety message when we rely help from you all when we get down to that stage. But right now we're in the process of preparing the RFP because it's a much larger grant than the bike and ped grant, and so we'll be in contact with you all for input on that. So stay tuned for that one. The 2 federal grants, again, appreciate FHWA assistance and also IDOT, because for the race grant, IDOT is also a major contributor, other than the fact that they own the road in question. So we've been working with IDOT in finalizing the agreement in terms of local partners, the contributions. So that is the last step in terms of the agreement with the federal, the US DOT, the federal contract and the agreement. So we have the local partners commitments already that we are aware of. So we are working with IDOT. We're getting close to that in completing an agreement, so that's kind of the last step the FHWA is looking for to complete that process. As a matter of fact, we have another call after this meeting with IDOT just to finalize that. So yeah, we are working with IDOT staff closely. And I don't know, Bob, any comments, or Betsy on that race grant?
We're getting close. We've been working on it for a while. Yeah, our finance people just need a little more detailed budget as far as in-kind services. But we've already have the federal agreement done. We're just working on our state agreement, and hopefully we get it done real soon here.
Yeah, and I don't have anything more to add. Thanks.
Okay, thank you both. Yeah. So thank you for your patience, FHWA, I know, and the BC, US DOT also. Then last, the fourth, last but not the least, is the SS4A grant. As you all know, that we also have been awarded that, and that actually MCRPC, we have signed the agreement, so we're just waiting any time now, any dates from DC, from US DOT on the contract once they get the signatures. So that contract will be finalized, and then we are actually working on RFPs, drafting RFPs, staff, MCRPC staff. We're drafting RFPs for both SS4A and RAISE, working on that. So again, we'll involve you all in that process, I'm sure, and also the staff from FHWA and transit as well. So stay tuned for those. It's getting closer, and again, thanks for all your patience. You know how it is, all the processing of the paperwork. Questions, comments, and I'll open up to anybody who you have projects within your jurisdictions that you want to bring to the attention of the committee.
Hey, real quick, Ray.
Yeah.
As far as any of your safety grants, are you doing any kind of target marketing to the universities with that?
Yeah, we will be working with the university. That is one of the target population, and we will be working with them. Yes, that's our intent. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I understand they have some kind of safety plan. Maybe Ryan knows more than I do. Is that they're trying to work on for the campus area? Oh, I read.
Yeah, that study is actually with the town. The town is the grant holder on that. And we're partnering with ISU for it. So we got a grant. I think can't remember the total amount, but I think it's 450 was the total grant amount.
Okay.
Of which I think 90,000 is the town share.
Okay.
Is state SPR.
Okay.
So grant paperwork has been submitted. I believe they're working on the grant agreement now, and hopefully see that soon.
Okay, so it's targeting just for the campus area, right?
The campus area and actually the trail
Okay.
north of Uptown.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. All right. Yeah. So, but for the SS4A, we definitely, also the campus, because a lot, the few incidents, that happen and crashes, and definitely that will be part of the area that will be focusing on, and then with the grants that you just mentioned, that would be good to see how that those two can be collaborated.
Yes.
What's the time frame? Once the agreement is, for the grant is, how much time do you have for?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
Until we see the grant agreement, I don't have the exact
got it.
duration.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get off the ground soon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious how the timeline, how it matches with the SS4A.
Did you say you had a grant agreement in place for that SS4A?
We're waiting for, I've signed it. So we're just waiting for it come back from Washington, D.C. with whatever signatures needed.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing that with me.
Yeah, once we get it back from D.C. I mean, I can send you what we have now.
That's fine. I'm just curious.
Whatever the
So
parcel.
we can better align with our project.
Sure.
Make sure we're not duplicating efforts.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. Anybody else? Any other jurisdictions want to?
I have two projects that I'll note on. So it's pretty standard practice in transit to really take a look at line configurations, how routing is going last 5 years, every 5 years or so. So last time we did this was 2016. If you subtract 2 years of the pandemic, then we're about that time. So we're really digging into a lot of our routes. So for really anyone in the room, if there are pain points that you're hearing from any of people that you work with, I know like we worked on the Uptown Station not too long ago. So anything similar to that or larger in scale, of development coming up, and they've expressed interest in transit. Major roadways are going to be changing. That can help us out with those pieces. That's a project we're working on right now with the consultant. We have VIA Transportation that's taking a look at all of our routes, all of our riderships across all systems, populations, developments that have gone public now and 5 years out. So trying to plan for the future and probably looking to put that into place at some point next year. So if there is anything coming across any of your desks that would help us out through that process, we really appreciate it. And I also wanted to note a big thank you to the City of Bloomington for including us with the Safe Streets and being able to show off the garage a little bit at that meeting. Really excited to introduce the transit center there. I'm sure that's a massive project that a lot of folks in this room will end up interacting with in one way or another. So excited to dig into that more for the next few months as we move towards a more formal kickoff instead of just an introduction to your open house. But yeah, thank you for including us with all of that.
You want to mention that?
Yeah, well, the downtown for all, we got, a website dedicated to that now, and there was a public, open house recently for that. And, the study's ongoing, that type of thing.
Mhm.
And then, of course, IDOT's got an open house coming up here November 6th, I believe it is, in the county boardroom for the US 51. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
I got some stuff.
Yeah, please. Yes.
I was looking at circular letters that you put out on our website on a regular basis. The one that's up currently is the Illinois Special Bridge Program, and it's due. The applications for that is due on October 31st. I have received just one this round so far. So if you guys got any you're looking at, or feel that might be need to put one in, it's just one picture, right? With a lot of attachments. So that's one thing.
It's always a catch.
It's
never one page.
So there's that, and then I'm starting to look at projects for funding year 25 through 29. As I mentioned earlier, in the spring, we're looking to start populating more of the outer years along with the upcoming years. I do have about half of my FY25 budget filled, so I still got another half to go. So that's still almost $10 million. So if you guys got projects, that'd be great to take a look at least get a program.
Very good, very good.
That's all I got.
Anybody else?
I can give some project updates as of at least a month ago anyway, so you can use your imagination where they're at now. But from Illinois 9 from Illinois 122 to Walton Drive in Bloomington, replaced all of the HMA and Bodine is placing new traffic signals, so they're probably a little closer on that now. At the 74-55 interchange, there's a patching, mill, and overlay projects off of Bloomington. Patch, milled, and overlaid I-55 and 74, and they are placing HMA shoulders and ag shoulders. And as of a month ago, they were beginning closing ramps and milling and resurfacing the ramps next week, so they're probably well underway there too. We got two smaller patching projects on Route 9 west of Veterans and on Route 9 east of Veterans. The project east of Veterans was just planned to start on 9/19, and then the other one would follow afterwards. So that's all I've got.
Very good. Very good.
Well, I heard the first Route 9 project on West Market is for January letting now.
I have to follow up on that, but it could be, yeah.
We got a letter this week on the utility coordination aspect, so
Oh, okay.
with the final plans. So
Okay.
they said it was for January letting. So that'd be Market from right by Martin Luther King east to Henshaw.
Okay.
And then it includes part of White Oak Road and part of Locust, because with that project, they're putting in a raised median at the Norfolk Southern Crossing, and that's going to prohibit full access to White Oak Road. It'll be right in, right out. So
I believe that crossing's up for a replacement soon too. I think our coordinator's got something in the works for that. That's one of the crossings that we were using
Yes.
in some emails.
All right. Anything, anybody else? Okay. We go to number 7, that which may arise. Betsy, I don't mean to put you on the spot. You have a new position. You want to tell the group?
Oh, yes, thank you. I was recently promoted to a team leader in our office position. It's the team leader of planning, environment, and right of way. So that is a new new thing for me, and looking forward to that challenge. We are posting, actually it's posted right now. We have my position available, which is a GS 11/12. And then we have also a position in Chicago, a planning position that is currently open, and that's at a GS 13 level. And both of those positions close on the 26th of October. So we're hoping to get some good candidates and frankly get some coverage for the MPOs that I can't do single-handedly. So I've been spreading myself pretty thin of late. So now we have a couple other positions that have been that are closed that we're still waiting to get a list of candidates and do interviews. So thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, Ryan? Oh, no, I thought you did.
Just looking to ear.
Oh, okay. All right, hang on. The next scheduled meeting will be November the 17th. And also I will let Jen talk about, we're thinking of maybe rescheduling the policy committee because of the holiday.
Because we have Thanksgiving is the following week, just to make life difficult as it always happens this time of year. So we were thinking we would actually hold the policy committee later that same morning. At its usual time at 11:30. We don't ordinarily double them up, but this is the time of year when this is likely to come up. So subject to their availability on the 17th, we thought we'd do them both.
Yeah.
So for those of you who proxy, you can do it twice.
Depending on if we have items, even for the
Well,
technical
that's
too.
the other thing. So if anything comes up that you know about and we'll need on a November agenda, just let me know and we'll go forward.
Yeah, sorry.
Some of the policy's not here, so can't we just vote to have both those meetings on a regular basis, but then the week before Thanksgiving, just tell them they need to show up?
You do that. You do that. It's Dan suggestion.
We do that December like that too.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do December.
Yeah.
Every year, we send out the schedule and we say, subject to, and of course, once we get into the early part of the new year, all of those federal holidays that fall on various and sundry weird Fridays or Mondays or whatever, same thing. So we will look into that and make sure we have dates that are actually available in the new year, but between now and the end of this year, we have holidays. And I'll get back to everyone on December.
Yeah, if it ends up that like for the next technical committee meeting, we only have say we have 1 or 2 items, then maybe we can set the policy like to 11 o'clock, so you don't have to just wait around for the next meeting. You know, 11:30.
Wonderful.
So we'll play by ear. Okay, any other question, comments? I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Have a great rest of the day and the weekend.